Welcome to this uplifting morning affirmation session designed to help you start your day with positivity, confidence, and purpose. Every new morning brings a fresh opportunity to grow, succeed, and create the life you desire. The words you speak to yourself have the power to shape your thoughts, emotions, and actions. By listening to and repeating these positive affirmations, you can cultivate a mindset of gratitude, self-belief, abundance, and inner peace. This session is more than just a few minutes of positive words. It's a daily practice that can help you boost your confidence and self-esteem, reduce stress and negative thinking, increase motivation and focus, attract positive energy into your life. Begin your day with clarity, gratitude, and optimism. Find a comfortable position, take a deep breath, relax, and allow these affirmations to guide your mind toward a successful and joyful day ahead. If you enjoy this session, please support the channel by liking this video, sharing it with friends and family, and subscribing for more daily affirmations, guided meditations, and positive mindset content. Your support helps us inspire more people around the world to start each day with hope and positivity. Now, let's begin this beautiful journey toward a brighter, happier, and more empowered day. Hejati, wishing you a wonderful morning and an amazing day ahead. Open your eyes. Not all the way yet. Just enough to let the light in at the edges. Just enough to feel the particular quality of this morning. This specific, unrepeatable, never before existed morning, beginning to make itself known at the threshold of your awareness. Stay here for a moment. Right at that threshold, not fully asleep and not yet fully awake. In the warm and undemanding space between the two, where the body is still soft and the mind has not yet remembered everything it thinks it needs to worry about. Just be here. Feel the surface beneath you, the weight of your body making contact with it, the back of your head, your shoulders, your hips, your heels. Feel how the ground has held you through every hour of the night, faithfully, continuously, without once reconsidering. You were held all night. Every breath you took was taken in safety. Every hour of sleep was given to you completely. The body did its extraordinary work of restoration, repairing, integrating, consolidating, rebuilding. And it did it without your supervision, without your effort, without requiring a single conscious contribution from you. Feel what that means. You woke up because your body knows how to wake you up. Your heart beat through every hour of darkness because your heart knows how to beat. The sun came because the earth kept turning faithfully, as it has done for billions of years, as it will continue to do, entirely without your management. The morning arrived, and so did you. Feel that arrival. Not as an obligation, not as the beginning of everything that needs to be done, as something simpler and more profound than either of those things, as the quiet miracle of a person opening their eyes into another day of being alive, of having a body that breathes, of existing in a world that is, whatever else it is, genuinely extraordinary. Take your first conscious breath of the day. Let it come in slowly, through the nose if that is comfortable. Let it travel all the way down, past the chest into the belly, filling the torso completely. Feel the body waking up to the breath. Feel the lungs expanding to their full capacity. Feel the ribs widening on each side. Feel the belly rising. This is your first real breath of the day. Make it count, not by making it dramatic, by making it genuine, by actually feeling it, by being actually present for this one breath, this one moment, this one quiet and irreplaceable beginning. And release it, long and complete. Not a sigh of burden, the release of someone who is beginning something. Breathe in again and out. And one more time, let this third breath carry an intention, a quiet, unforced, honest intention. The intention to meet this day, this specific, complicated, full of unknowns day, with the fullest version of yourself that is available right now. Not the ideal version, not the version you'll be when you've solved everything. The version that is here in this body, in this breath, with everything you actually have. That version is enough. That version is, in fact, the only version that has ever done anything real. Breathe it in and let the day begin. Now let the awareness move through the body slowly, not to scan for problems, not to assess and evaluate and decide what needs to be fixed before you can properly function. Just to feel, to greet, to re-establish contact with the extraordinary physical instrument that is going to carry you through everything this day holds. Feel your feet, the soles, the heels, the toes. Feel the warmth of them, that quiet, consistent, early morning warmth of feet that have been resting under covers all night. Wiggle the toes if that feels natural, just a small greeting, a small acknowledgement of the very part of you that connects you to the ground. Feel your legs, the calves and the shins and the knees and the thighs. Feel the aliveness moving through them. The readiness that is building, not urgency, not tension, but the natural readiness of a body that has rested and is beginning to remember that it is built for movement, for engagement, for the full and physical participation in a life that is waiting just beyond this room. Feel your hips and your lower back stretch if you want to. A gentle, unhurried stretch that lengthens the spine and reminds the lower back that it has been holding on long enough and can release now. Let it be luxurious. Let it be for you. Feel your belly, soft and warm, rising and falling. The center of the body, the home of gut feeling, of instinct, of the quiet and reliable inner intelligence that knows things before the mind catches up. Feel it awake and present and already, in its wordless way, oriented toward this day. Feel your chest, the heart beating steadily beneath the sternum. Count a beat or two if you like. Just feel the rhythm of it. That faithful, tireless morning and night and every moment in between rhythm that is the background music of your entire life. The heart is already in the day. It has been in it from the first moment of waking. Feel your shoulders. Roll them gently if that feels good. Back and down, opening the chest, creating space. Feel the neck lengthening the jaw. Let the jaw be loose and unset. The jaw of someone who has not yet decided how the day is going to be. Who is still open, still arriving. Feel your face, the eyes still adjusting to the light, the forehead smooth, the scalp, the crown of the head, your whole body, from the tips of your toes to the top of your head, is awake and present and ready for what this morning is going to offer. Feel it. Feel all of it. Feel what it is like to be a living human being at the beginning of a day. And now, before the to-do list arrives, before the phone is checked, before the plans and the worries and the logistics take over the interior space, before any of that, in this quiet and unoccupied moment, let something true be said. Something that the rush of ordinary mornings never makes room for. Something that, when heard at the beginning of a day, has the power to change the entire quality of everything that follows. Today is a new beginning. Not metaphorically, not as a motivational slogan, as a literal, physical, neurological, biological fact. You are not the same person who went to sleep last night. The brain processed yesterday's experiences in the night, consolidated some things, released others, made new connections that didn't exist before. The cells regenerated, billions of them, replaced and renewed. The hormones reset. The nervous system recalibrated. The emotional residue of yesterday was processed and filed, and in many cases genuinely resolved during the hours of sleep. You are not yesterday. You are today. And today has never happened before. This morning, this light, this temperature, this particular quality of the air, this version of your body and your mind and your capacity has never existed before and will never exist again. It is entirely new, entirely unrepeated, entirely open to whatever you bring to it and whatever it brings to you. Feel the newness of it, not as pressure, as possibility. And now let the affirmations begin. Not as a list to be recited, not as positive thinking imposed on a resistant mind, as truths to be felt, as realities to be recognized in the body, in the chest, in the belly, in the breath, before they are processed by the mind. Let each one land in the body first. Let each one be real before it is understood. I am alive. Feel that not as a trivial observation, as a profound and daily miracle that billions of people who have ever lived are no longer able to claim. You are alive, right now, in this body, breathing this air, feeling this warmth. You are alive. Let that land in the chest. Let it mean something. I am alive. Breathe it in. Let it expand the chest. Let it soften the eyes. Let it produce, somewhere in the body, however quietly, a genuine and uncomplicated gratitude for the simple, extraordinary fact of being here. I am alive, and this day belongs to me, not to my fears, not to my history, not to other people's expectations or other people's needs, or the accumulated weight of everything that came before this morning. This day belongs to me. Feel the ownership of that, the genuine, grounded, unhurried ownership of a person who has decided, before the day has had any opportunity to convince them otherwise, that they are the one who gets to determine the quality of their own inner experience today. Not the circumstances, not the traffic, not the difficult conversation that might be coming, or the outcome that is uncertain. Not the body of evidence that the fearful mind is already assembling about. Why today will probably be hard. Me. I am the one who determines the quality of my inner experience today. Feel that in the solar plexus, in that warm and powerful center, just below the sternum where genuine agency lives. Feel the quiet, steady, undemonstrative power of a person who has claimed their own morning before the morning has had a chance to claim them. This day belongs to me. Breathe. Now let the next truth arrive. I am worthy of good things. Simple, direct, almost childishly simple, and therefore almost unbearably difficult for most adults to receive without immediately generating a list of qualifications. Let the qualifications go, just for this breath, just for this morning, just for the duration of one genuine inhale and one genuine exhale. Let the qualifications go and let the truth stand on its own. I am worthy of good things, not because I have earned them, not because I have been sufficiently disciplined or sufficiently kind or sufficiently productive, not because today is going to go perfectly, or because I've finally fixed the things about myself that I've been trying to fix. Because I exist, because I am here, because the basic dignity of being a living human being includes, as its most fundamental clause, the right to expect that life contains genuine good, and that some of that genuine good is available to me. I am worthy of good things. Feel where that lands in the body. Feel whether the chest opens slightly, whether the belly softens, whether something that was braced, some low-level defensiveness, some protective expecting of the worst, that the nervous system maintains as a hedge against disappointment, whether it releases even a fraction. That fraction is the affirmation working, not in the mind, in the body, in the nervous system, in the filter through which the day will be perceived and the choices will be made and the opportunities will be noticed or missed. I am worthy of good things. Let it settle deeper. I am worthy of good things again, all the way in. I am worthy of good things. Breathe. Now feel the morning from that worthiness. Feel what it is like to approach the coming hours as someone who genuinely believes good things are available to them. Not in a naive or Pollyannish way, not in the way of someone who has decided to ignore difficulty, in the way of someone who has decided that difficulty is not the whole story, who has decided that alongside the hard things, the complicated things, the unresolved things, there is also genuine good. And that genuine good is available to them specifically today, in the actual life they are living. That decision changes everything, not the circumstances, the lens, and the lens changes what is noticed, and what is noticed shapes the response, and the response shapes the outcome, and the outcome shapes the story, and the story shapes the life. It begins with this, right here, in this body, in this breath, in the quiet morning decision of a person who is chosen, before the day could convince them otherwise, that they are worthy of good things. Breathe. To notice the open doors alongside the closed ones. To notice the opportunities that exist inside the challenges. To notice the moments of genuine beauty and genuine connection and genuine movement forward that are present in even the most ordinary and difficult days. If I am looking for them, I am looking for them today. I am choosing to see possibility. Feel that choice in the body. Feel the slight forward orientation of it. The quality of someone who is leaning slightly into the day rather than bracing against it. Not recklessly, not naively, with the grounded, clear-eyed, genuinely hopeful quality of someone who has decided that today contains things worth moving toward. Today, I choose to see possibility. Breathe it in. Let it become part of the morning's orientation. Now feel the next truth rising. I release what I cannot control. This one lands differently than the others. This one may meet resistance. Because the things we cannot control are often the very things we most want to control. The outcomes, the other people, the circumstances that feel most urgent and most threatening and most in need of our management. Feel that resistance honestly. Feel the tight grip of the controlling mind, that exhausted, devoted, chronically overextended part of the self that has decided, somewhere along the way, that if it just holds on tightly enough and plans carefully enough and worries thoroughly enough, it can prevent the bad things and secure the good ones. Feel the devotion in that grip. It has been trying so hard, and now, with genuine gratitude for its effort, with real acknowledgement of everything it has been trying to do, gently, compassionately, begin to release it. I release what I cannot control. Not into chaos, into trust, into the recognition that the things outside your control are not, in fact, yours to manage. That the energy spent trying to control the uncontrollable is energy that could be doing something real, could be going toward the things that are actually within your sphere. The choices and the responses and the quality of presence that you bring to whatever unfolds. I release what I cannot control. Feel the hands opening as you say it. Feel the jaw unclenching. Feel the slight but genuine loosening of the solar plexus where control lives as a physical tension. I release what I cannot control. and I give my full energy to what I can. Feel that shift from the exhausted grip of trying to manage everything to the focused, clean, genuinely powerful orientation of someone who knows what is theirs to do and does it completely and releases everything else. That is freedom, real freedom, not the absence of responsibility, but the clarity about which responsibilities are actually yours. Breathe into that clarity. Let it be a gift you give yourself this morning. I release what I cannot control, and I trust the rest. Now let the awareness move into the heart, into the center of the chest where love makes its home, and let the next truth arrive from there. I am loved. Feel that. Not in the abstract specifically. There is at least one person, probably more than one, whose life is genuinely different because you are in it, whose day is better on the days when they hear from you, whose world is richer for containing you, whose love for you is real and specific and would survive your worst day and your least flattering moments and the full and unedited truth of who you are. Think of that person. Let them be present in the chest for a moment. Let the warmth of their genuine love for you register in the body. You are loved. And more than being loved by others, you are learning day by day, breath by breath, morning by morning, to love yourself, to be on your own side, to speak to yourself with the same quality of care that you would bring to someone you genuinely cherished. I am loved, and I am capable of love. Breathe that through the chest. Let it fill the space between the sternum and the spine. Let it be warm and generous and completely, unhurriedly real. Now feel the next truth. I am capable, not of everything, but of more than the fearful mind believes, of more than yesterday's discouragement suggests, of more than the specific accumulation of instances where things didn't work out would have you conclude. You have done hard things, genuinely hard things, things that required real courage, real intelligence, real persistence, real creativity, real heart. Things that nobody may have witnessed or applauded. Things that you may have forgotten because you were already moving toward the next challenge before you had a chance to register what the previous one required. Remember one of them now. One specific thing you have done that required something real from you, that tested something that you were not sure you could get through but did, that proved quietly, without announcement, that you have what it takes. Feel it. Feel the capability that produced it. It is still in you. That exact capability, untouched by everything that has happened since. Still present, still available, still yours. am capable of meeting what today brings, of doing what today requires, of being the person this day needs me to be, not perfectly, not effortlessly, not without difficulty or doubt, but genuinely, authentically, with the real and specific and entirely sufficient capabilities of the real and specific and entirely sufficient person that I actually am. I am capable. Feel that in the solar plexus. Feel the quiet fire of it, the warmth of genuine self-belief. Not arrogance, not performance, not the brittle confidence of someone who needs everything to go right in order to feel okay. The solid, grounded, morning warmth of someone who knows their own value and carries it into the day like a light that doesn't require external confirmation. I am capable. Breathe. Now let the awareness rise upward through the throat and into the space between the eyebrows, into the clarity of the morning mind. Before the day has filled it with noise, before the decisions and the inputs and the demands begin to compete for its attention. This brief, precious, irreplaceable morning clarity. Feel it, the spaciousness of the mind before the day arrives in it. The particular quality of the early morning mind that is closest to the kind of thinking that is most true, most connected to intuition, most genuinely creative, most able to see the larger shape of things, rather than getting lost in the immediate. From this clarity, let the next truth arrive. I trust myself, not to be perfect, to be honest, to know the difference between what I genuinely feel and what I think I should feel, to be able to distinguish between the voice of fear and the voice of genuine inner knowing, to make decisions that are aligned with my real values, not the values I perform, not the values that get the most approval, the ones that are actually mine. I trust myself to know what I need, to ask for it when that is possible, to take care of what is mine to take care of, to let go of what isn't, to recognize the moments when courage is called for and to find it, not without fear, but despite it, to be wrong sometimes and to acknowledge it without collapsing, to be right sometimes and to own it without apology. I trust myself. Feel that trust in the body, in the belly where instinct lives, in the chest where values live, in the clear and spacious mind of this morning, in the whole, integrated, genuinely trustworthy self that has been your companion through every experience of your life and has not yet, not once, not ever, abandoned you. I trust myself. Breathe it in as fact. Let it be the orientation of the day. Now let the awareness expand from the individual self, this body, this breath, this morning, outward into the day that is beginning, into the world that is already in motion, into the people and the places and the circumstances that will make up the specific texture of this specific day, and feel the next truth. Today contains exactly what I need, not what I want, though sometimes they are the same. What I need, the experiences and the encounters and the challenges and the moments of beauty and the conversations and the quiet spaces and the opportunities for growth and the opportunities for genuine rest, and the specific, perfectly calibrated combination of what this day holds that is exactly right for where I am, right now in the ongoing and extraordinary story of my life. Today contains exactly what I need. Not as a passive consolation, as an active recognition, as a choice to meet what comes with curiosity rather than resistance, to ask of each experience, however inconvenient or uncomfortable or unexpected, what does this have for me? What am I being shown? What is this making available that nothing easier would have produced? Today contains exactly what I need. Feel the trust in that, the deep, grounded, genuine trust of someone who has decided that their life is not a series of random events to be survived, but a continuous and intelligent unfolding that is, in its totality, oriented towards something real. That orientation includes today, especially today. Breathe. And now let's build something, not a castle in the air, something that is going to live in the body today, in the posture, in the breath, in the way you carry yourself through the hours ahead. Something that will be present in the quality of your attention, in the quality of your choices, in the quality of your presence with the people you encounter. Let's build it affirmation by affirmation, truth by truth, felt reality by felt reality. My energy is valuable, and I invest it wisely. Feel that in the body, the recognition that your energy, your attention, your time, your emotional investment, your creative capacity is finite and real and genuinely precious. Not to be wasted on what doesn't matter, not to be given away to people and situations that drain without returning, not to be consumed by worry about things that are outside your control or regret about things that cannot be changed. Invested wisely, consciously, in what actually matters. My energy is valuable, and I invest it wisely. Feel the discernment in that, the quiet, dignified discernment of someone who knows their own worth and makes choices accordingly, who is generous, genuinely, wholeheartedly generous, with the people and the projects and the purposes that deserve it, and who has become gradually and honestly better at recognizing what deserves it. Breathe. I welcome abundance into every area of my life, not with grasping, with openness, with the particular quality of someone who has stopped believing that good things are for other people and started genuinely, bodily, cellularly believing that good things are available here, in this life, for this person. Financial abundance, the ease and the freedom and the genuine security of having enough and more than enough. Welcome. Relational abundance, the richness of real connection, of being known and knowing others, of belonging to something beyond the isolated self. Welcome. Creative abundance, the overflowing sense of having more to give than can be immediately expressed. Welcome. Physical abundance, the vitality, the energy, the genuine embodied aliveness of a body that is being honored and cared for. Welcome. I welcome abundance into every area of my life. Feel the welcome in the body, the open arms of it, the chest open, the hands open, the whole posture of a person who is receiving rather than bracing, who has decided that receiving is not weakness, but the sophisticated practice of someone who has learned that the universe gives most generously to those who know how to receive. Breathe. I attract people who uplift and inspire me. Feel the quality of that, the sense of your own energy field, the particular, unmistakable, completely individual frequency of who you are when you are most fully yourself, broadcasting into the world and drawing to it the people who resonate with that frequency, who amplify it rather than diminish it, who see you clearly and like what they see, who bring their own genuine aliveness into contact with yours and produce, in that contact, something that neither could produce alone. Those people exist. They are moving through the same world you are moving through. And as you become more fully yourself, more honestly yourself, more committed to your own genuine frequency, rather than the one you perform for approval, the alignment with those people becomes more precise, more inevitable. I attract people who uplift and inspire me. Breathe. I am growing every day, not in spite of the difficulty through it, because of it. The difficulties of this life, the specific, real, sometimes very hard difficulties that have been part of your particular story, have not been obstacles to your growth. They have been the medium of it, the substance through which the particular version of wisdom and resilience and depth that is yours and yours alone has been forged. You are not who you were 5 years ago. You are not who you were last year. You are not who you were when this year began. You have been growing continuously in the visible ways and the invisible ones, in the ways that announce themselves, in the ways that only become apparent when you look back from a sufficient distance. You are growing, and you will continue to grow. Every experience of today, pleasant and unpleasant, easy and hard, clear and confusing, will contribute to that growth, will add something, will produce something that was not there before. I am growing every day. Feel the forward movement of that, the quiet, unstoppable, organic movement of a living thing in the direction of its own fullest expression. Breathe. I'm at peace with my past. This one may need a breath all on its own. The past is real. It happened. Some of it was difficult in ways that left marks. Some of it involved loss and pain, and the specific kinds of damage that take a long time to heal. Some of it involved choices you would make differently now, with what you know now, in the person you have become since. None of that needs to be minimized, but it is done. It is finished. It is complete. It is a fixed point in the unchangeable record of what has already been. And it does not have to define today. It does not have to walk through this door ahead of you, announcing your limitations and your wounds and your history to every new situation before you have had a chance to arrive as yourself. You can arrive as yourself, fresh present as the person you are today, which includes everything that happened before, yes, and is therefore different from what it was before. Richer, deeper, more seasoned, more genuinely human, but not limited by any of it. Not trapped by any of it, not required to keep living in the aftermath of any of it. I am at peace with my past, not because it was all good, because it is finished, because I am here, beyond it, through it, changed by it, but not defined by it. And today is genuinely new. Breathe that peace in. Let it be honest. Let it be real. Let it be as much as is genuinely available this morning without pretending to more than that. However much is available, let it be present. Breathe. Now let the energy begin to shift. The quality of this practice is changing now, moving from the deep and interior work of the early morning into something more oriented toward the day, more outward facing, more kinetic, more alive with the particular energy of someone who is not just at rest, but who is beginning to wake into genuine engagement with the day ahead. Feel that energy arriving, a warmth in the belly, a brightening in the chest, a quality of aliveness in the limbs, the arms, the legs, that is beginning to stir toward movement, toward action, toward the full and physical participation in a day that is waiting. Feel it arriving, and let the affirmations meet it. I bring something real to this day, not something borrowed, not a performance of what someone who is more together or more capable or more worthy would bring, something that is genuinely mine. My specific perspective, my particular way of seeing and responding and creating and connecting, my sense of humor, my care, my intelligence, my integrity, my presence. These are not small things. In a world full of performance and presentation and carefully curated versions of the self, genuine presence is rare. Genuine care is rare. The real, specific, unmistakable quality of a person being fully and honestly themselves in the middle of ordinary life. That is rare. That is what you bring. I bring something real to this day, and the world is genuinely better for it. Breathe. I am exactly where I need to be. Not where I imagined I would be, not where I planned, not where the comparison to other people's timeline suggests I should be by now. Where I need to be. The specific, exactly right, not a single step premature or delayed location in my own particular and unrepeatable journey. The path has not been a straight line. It has not been what was planned, but it has been mine. Every step, the confident ones and the faltering ones, the inspired ones and the ones taken in the dark without any certainty of where they were going. Every step has been genuine. Every step has brought me here. And here, this morning, this body, this life as it actually is exactly right. I am exactly where I need to be. Feel the release of that, the profound body-level release of a person who has stopped arguing with the location of their own life and started carefully, genuinely, without bypassing the difficulty, accepting it, inhabiting it, finding in it the specific and irreplaceable gifts that could only be available here. Breathe. Today I will be kind to others and to myself. Let that be a real commitment, not a performance of kindness. Real kindness, the kind that sometimes costs something, the kind that requires genuine attention to the actual person in front of you rather than your own assumptions about them, the kind that is honest as well as warm, that doesn't pretend everything is fine when it isn't, but finds a way to be truthful without being unkind. And to yourself, the harder practice. The kindness of not criticizing yourself for being human, of not demanding perfection before granting yourself basic dignity, of noticing when you are tired and responding with rest rather than accusation, of noticing when you are struggling and responding with gentleness rather than contempt. Today I will be kind to others and to myself. Feel that intention in the body, in the chest where genuine care lives, in the jaw that is soft, in the hands that are open, in the quality of presence of someone who has decided, before the day began, to bring warmth to whatever it contains. Breathe. I am open to receiving miracles today. The small ones, the ones that are so ordinary, they would be invisible to someone who wasn't looking, and are completely clear to someone who is. The parking space that appeared, the conversation that arrived at exactly the right moment, the idea that came from nowhere and solved everything, the stranger who smiled, the song that played, the quality of light at a specific moment in the afternoon that stopped you for just a second in the middle of an ordinary day and made you feel, without warning, without preparation, unreasonably and unmistakably alive. These are miracles. They are happening all the time, and they are most available to someone who has decided to receive them, who has tuned the inner filter away from threat and toward gift, who has decided in the quiet of the morning, before the day has had a chance to argue, that today is a day in which miracles are possible, and I am a person to whom they belong. I am open to receiving miracles today. Breathe. Let that openness settle into the body as a physical quality. The open chest, the soft jaw, the clear and spacious mind of someone who is genuinely available to surprise, who hasn't pre-decided how the day is going to go, and is therefore able to receive whatever actually arrives, including the good things that are impossible to plan for, the wonderful things that can only come as gifts, the specific and personal miracles of a life being fully and openly lived. Now feel the whole body, awake and warm and genuinely ready. Feel the energy that has been building through this practice. Not a frantic energy, not the jittery urgency of someone who is behind and needs to catch up. The clean, grounded, forward-moving energy of someone who has started their day from the inside out, who has taken the time, this irreplaceable morning time, to establish their foundation before the day has had a chance to establish it for them. That foundation is different from the one that gets laid by default, by the morning news and the phone notifications and the immediate demands that would otherwise define the interior weather of the day before you have had any say. You had a say this morning. You established your own foundation. Feel it beneath you now, solid and warm and genuinely yours. And now, one by one, let the affirmations of the morning be gathered together, not recited, felt as a wholeness, as the complete and integrated interior landscape of someone who is ready to meet this day. I am alive and grateful for it. I am worthy of good things. I choose to see possibility. I release what I cannot control. I am loved, and I am capable of love. I am capable of meeting whatever today brings. I trust myself. Today contains exactly what I need. My energy is valuable, and I invest it wisely. I welcome abundance. I attract people who uplift me. I am growing. I'm at peace with my past. I bring something real to this day. I'm exactly where I need to be. I will be kind to others and to myself. I am open to receiving miracles. Feel them all simultaneously now. Not as a list, as a field, as the complete interior weather of someone who has taken their morning back, who has started from truth rather than fear, who has established in the body, in the breath, in the felt reality of the whole self that today is a beginning, a real beginning. Not the beginning of perfection, the beginning of one more day of genuine, honest, fully committed living, of showing up as yourself, your actual self, to the actual life that is yours. That life is waiting for you right now, just beyond this room, just beyond this breath. Take a deep one. Let it fill every corner of the body, from the soles of the feet to the crown of the head. Let it carry everything from this practice into the cells, into the tissue, into the nervous system that is calibrated now to a slightly different baseline, a slightly more open filter, a slightly more genuinely hopeful orientation toward the day. Hold it for just a moment at the top. Feel the fullness of it, the fullness of a person who is ready, who has done the interior work, who carries their morning foundation with them into whatever comes, and release it, long and complete, the exhalation of someone who is ready to begin. Open your eyes fully now. Let the light of the morning come all the way in. Let the day come all the way in. Let the room and the sounds and the ordinary, extraordinary reality of your actual life come all the way in. You are here. You are ready. You are someone who started today from the inside, from truth, from worthiness, from the quiet and powerful and completely genuine decision that today, this day, this unrepeatable, never before existed, full of possibility day, belongs to you. Go meet it with everything you have, which is, as it turns out, exactly enough.